Hello everybody, Dennis here from Windmill Slam, and we are doing a Legacy Cube draft, and today we are going to force vampires, because this draft goes up on April Fool's Day, so what better way to honor that than to draft the biggest joke in the Legacy Cube, which is the vampire deck. Now, the vampire deck is black-red, so we have a couple of options here. We're wheeling the Hex Mage, alright? I'm not going to first pick the Hex Mage because we're going to get it back. Batterskull is a super efficient card. It's colorless, but it's not really in flavor because it's just a good card, and I feel like that's cheating. Liliana, however, is a good card and is still sort of in the realm of vampire-y, evil sort of kind of thing. I know black isn't strictly evil, but so it's between the Hexmage and Liliana, and I can't believe I'm saying this considering friggin' Batterskull's in the pack. But I'm going to take Lily, and I was going to say hope to wield the Hexmage. 100% definitely wield the Hexmage. Oh, guys. Bloodlord of Vazgoth. Can't pass that. I mean, what's in the cube that could beat this? Like Cryptic Command, that Batterskull back there, some Eldrazi. Nah, man. 5 mana, 3/3. Here we go. What are they going to do? Goblin Guide, Molten Rain, also pretty solid. Whip, I wouldn't mind either, but Bloodlord of Vazgoth. Can't pass me the vampires. Yeah, so I'm not going to necessarily always first pick the vampires, or I'm not going to pick a vampire over everything. That's not the rule I'm enforcing here, because we're going to wheel, all of them. Are you a vampire? You are. I'm pretty sold. Could take this Una's Prowler. What do you even do? 6 mana 3/3 flyer. That's not even great. Get in the deck. Here we go. Mono vampires. I mean, that's kind of a combo. Turn 5 this. Hopefully it's a 6/6 flying, which is solid. And then you turn 6 this. Oh, he's like the king of the vampires, but he's white-black. He's like the king of the vampires, but he's white-black. Now, the vampire deck is ostensibly very much red-black. So I might just take Stagger Shock instead here. Obviously, I'd love to have Sauron, but I'd much rather have Sauron Markov than this Sauron, because I can play him in a black-red deck. Of note, Sulphur Springs is here, but I think I'm going to take the Stagger Shock. It's a pretty solid card in this perfect vampire deck we're drafting that can never lose. So 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop. I don't think we're going to get any 1-drops, though. I wouldn't mind a Goblin Guide, which could totally come back. Like, as much as this is an absolute joke, I wouldn't mind winning some games. That would also be okay. She's a good Lily. I like her too. Thunder My Hellkite, not a vampire. Hello, Malakir Blood Witch. Alright, now you're talking. Yeah. Let's do it, guys. Mono vampires. Colligan. I can take Colligan, can't I? Or Char. I can take Colligan. That's allowed, isn't it? I wouldn't mind this Char at all, but honestly, that might come back. What's going out of this pack? Alchemy, Damnation, Hermit. There's a lot of good stuff left here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's going to be 2 cards left. It actually probably will be Char or Colligan, so I'm going to take the Char and hope to wheel the Colligan. Plus, he's not a vampire, so he'd be a little bit lonely. He'd also be a third 5-drop. Can't believe I took this thing. If we get a ton of vampires, this is pretty real, but... And that's what we're doing. We're going to get a ton of vampires. That's the plan. But yeah, I don't understand why people are hating on this deck. How can our opponents deal with our Rakish Heir and our Vampire Interloper, We got to pick those up early. You don't want to pass those. Let the other schmucks take the Mirari's Wakes and then chase the Mind Sculptors. Scrubs. It's my favorite vampire card. Is Stromkirk is it Stromkirk? No, Captain? Is that what the captain's called? I assume it is. Falconeth Aristocrat and Sauron Markov and whatever Anawan is. That actually is pretty solid. I probably just want the Aristocrat though, right? 4 mana, 4/1 flying haste. That's pretty solid. I would like Sauron, and he might be the last card in the pack. It sucks that those are all in the same pack for us. So confirmed though. Yoink, I'll take that over Slagstorm, I think. Vampire is definitely open, so we're in there. Told you we'd wheel the Hexmage, guys. Don't worry about it. 2/2 for 2/1 first strike for 2 mana. That's reasonable. And you can sack it to remove a bunch of counters from target permanents. Does that work on Planeswalkers? Actually, it's not bad. We can technically cast this, but I'm going to put it in the board for now. That should kill a Planeswalker, shouldn't it? Obviously, they get to use it once because they get priority, but you should be able to remove all of its loyalty. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's not nothing. How many vampires do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not enough. Prowler is probably most conducive to the strategy, I think, right? I wouldn't mind a disfigure, but Prowler is pretty... What is it, a Fairy Rogue? Yeah. Sulphur Springs, get in, please. Bit of fixing in our 2-color deck. Ooh, we wield the Lily. Beautiful. 2 lilies. Sister, sister. How do we lose? That would have been Colligan, wouldn't it? Yeah. I know this will be Colligan. This is the pack that would have Colligan in it. If he were to come back, I think. For an aggressive deck, this deck has a lot of 5-drops. Yeah, buddy, get in. Haha. When was the last pick we were hoping for? Saren. Ugh, Isolate Chapel. I guess I'll take it. Da 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 da. Cool, solid start. Loaded a little heavy on 5-drops. I'd actually do really like this Liliana. I've won quite a few games with her ultimate. Alright, what do we got here? Man, Calastria Highborn. That's a must include. What does that even do? 5/2/2. That's actually not bad. Incinerate's not bad either, but we can wheel one of them. And we're more likely to wheel this one, so I'm going to take the Incinerate. By more likely, I mean, I imagine we're 95% to wheel this when there's a Remand, a Worn Power Stone, Noble Hierarch, Karmic Guide, and Vendilion Click, Volcanic Island, and there's some good stuff in here. We're going to get that friggin' Calastria Highborn back, don't you worry, kids. Followed up with a Disciple. Oh, I thought that was a Vampire. Murderous Cut? Flametongue Kavu? There's no vampires in the pack, which I'm disappointed about. That's Randy Bueller's fault, obviously. What do you do? Oh yeah, I don't want that. FTK or Murderous Cut? I think I like FTK a little better. It's like a Murderous Cut with a 4/2 attached. Here, Gravecrawler, Rift, Rakish Air, guys, we got the Rakish Air. Sick. What else? Riftbolt. It's okay. Not passing the Rakish Air though. That is a stone cold bomb right there. Like, all joking aside, this actually doesn't feel that terrible. This actually feels like it might be kind of okay. But people have been complaining a lot about how underpowered this archetype is, so I decided to give it a fair shake with the safety net that I'm doing it for April Fool's Day. This goes up on Wednesday. I'm going to double check. That is April Fool's Day, right? Because it's going to be embarrassing if it's not. I'm 90% certain it is. Monday the 30th? Yeah. April Fool's Day is Wednesday. Cool. I was putting my phone back on the table. I'm sorry. So we got some burn. Like, to be honest, this is just a Rakdos aggro deck. Really. Gatekeeper is a vampire. Gatekeeper Malakir. He's also a fine card. Toxic Deluge wrecks us. Probably just want the Gatekeeper, I guess. Not amazing, but totally fine. Gonna try cast him for 3 when we can. Ding dong. Ding dong. I think this card's playable anyway. It's kind of an engine by itself. Guys, what are they gonna do? I wouldn't mind this either. Oh, yeah, get in. We are loading up on the vampire synergy, like, no joke. Colligan sticks out like a sore thumb, but I mean, he's not bad. Yeah, it's only active some percentage of the time, to be honest. It's not amazing. When it's active, it's obviously nuts. but when it's not, it's pretty darn disappointing. Go for the throat or Badlands? I guess go for the throat, right? Yeah, we don't need the Badlands. We're a 2-color deck. We've already got 2 fixing spells. Like, although with all this triple black and double black, no double red, but these are actually going to probably pull their weight a little bit, especially getting a Gatekeeper of Malakir on and casting this Nocturnus in some sort of timely manner. Oh, hello. Ah. Ugh. Amazing. Get in. Captivating Vampire. The old 3-mana 2/2. How do we lose? Okay, Vampire count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, a million, but 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of our 13 creatures are vampires. Awesome. Called it. Wield the Highborn. Guys, we are going off here. I think this might be the best deck ever drafted. I don't mean that I've ever drafted. I don't mean in Legacy Cube. I mean that has ever been drafted in the game of Magic. This might be the best draft ever. It's probably better than most fantasy football drafts. You probably go mono black here pretty easy, but this burn is definitely nice to have around. And we can't fast sacrifice our Rakeshare. Not a vampire, even though he definitely 100% looks like one. My mistake. Get out. Strongcard Captain is in this, right? The actual Vampire Lord for 3 mana or whatever. Because I would like him. Da 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 da. We are super duper soft to like Wrath effects. We're just Bonnarooed against those. Got the Rift Bolt back, that's sweet. Might not end up playing it. It's 3-mana sorcery. I know you can suspend it, but if you're going to suspend it on turn 1, you're probably just burning them out, which isn't bad, but it's not really what I want to be doing. I'd much rather use this to clear blockers out of the way to get our things like our Rakeshare online. I'm going to cut this because it wrecks us. I can't believe I'm actually considering like getting our Rakeshare online. Jackal Pup would ordinarily obviously make the cut in this kind of deck, although this deck does have 5 and 6 drops, but would make the cut. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, sick. Last pick Badlands. Awesome. Sacrifice a land, put a 3/3 colorless Golem. That's not a vampire. Get out of here. I think at this point, Colligan and Una's Prowler are on the chopping block. Okay, there's another Sorin. Wrong colors, though, I'm afraid. Dark Imposter. Ooh. Ooh, that's terrible. That's so expensive. Wow. I just probably want the ultimate price and get this back, but I'm sad. He's Vampire King and he makes vampires, but he's in the wrong colors. Bitter Blossom. Sathrid Necromancer. Alright, look, there's no vampires in the pack. So we're going to have to take the card that fits best into our deck. Probably it's probably Bitter Blossom, right? I know they're not vampires, they're fairies, but this is a wizard that makes zombies, so that's way off. It's probably just Bitter Blossom, which is a sick card, incidentally. Just by the way. Stoke Hypnotic Spectre. I wouldn't mind a Stoke. It is double red. I know you can tap red stuff to convoke it, but it is double red. Our mana's not going to be hard, though, so it might just be the Stoke the Flames. Cut the Unis Prowler. Stoke is pretty good. Hypnotic Spectre is also good in this kind of deck. But it's not a vampire, so. Sark and Vampire Lord, no thank you. Blood Artist. Oh, that's so terrible. That is so terrible. I mean, I have the combo. Sack my board to deal 4 or whatever, 5. I'm gonna put it in the board. I gotta draw the line somewhere, and I think Blood Artist is that line. This would ordinarily be good in a black-red aggressive deck, but considering how many 5 and 6 drops we've got, it might not be amazing. I'm gonna pick it up here, because there's no vampires, but that's 24. We can cut the Rift Bolt. It's only got 14 creatures here, so this gives. See, this does shrink some of our creatures. It kills our Falconwrath Aristocrat. Who designed this cube? Oh no, it's black. I'm an idiot. I'm a moron. For some reason, I thought this was. I'm such an idiot. Sorry for being a moron. It shrinks our Rhaegar and our FTK. That's all. I was about to go off on a tear there until I forgot that this is a black creature. Is Colligan good here? 5 mana 5/5 attacker because it gives itself +1. I've got no other dragons to combo with it, but you know, 5 mana hasty 5/5 if I dash it. Oh, an Acropolis Regent. That seems like it's better than Colligan, doesn't it? Yeah. It's certainly more in flavour, plus it makes our Vampire Nocturnus better. Sorry for the deafening noise of my chair. Alright, somehow as we drafted more and more sweet vampire cards, our deck has gotten worse in my eyes. Let's see the quick vampire count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm in a million. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 vampy bampies. What are non-vamps? FTK and Dark Confidant? Yeah. I think we can afford Dark Confidant. Sometimes it's going to sting us. Sure. But we've got some life gain. Something else gains life, doesn't it? Vampires should really gain life. That's kind of their whole shtick. This thing gains life. There we go. You can combo off with this and the Aristocrat. You can combo off if I wanted to play the Bloodline or the Blood Artist. But I really don't want to do that. We got him. The nuts, guys. We got the nuts. We got the vampire. I'm just probably going to take. Oh, hang on. These 3 are all okay. How many cards are coming back here? 3? It's probably going to be these 2, first of all. And then maybe like this. I probably just want the Syrian Stream one, the stupid interloper, right? What do I cut though? It would be like Dark Confidant, wouldn't it? Ding. Ding, ding, ding. He's a noble vampire. I have to run him, and I have to run him over... FTK, get out of here, not a vampire. Alright, now all of our creatures, bar this Bitter Blossom, sort of our vampires. Listen, I know that Dark Confidant would be great, and FTK is great in this kind of deck, but it's not a vampire. Alright? I still don't think I've seen that Stormcard Captain, unless I just missed it. But that's got to be in the cube, right? Have we seen all the cards yet? Yeah, we have. Got the Dark Imposter back. Get in, buddy. Bitter Blossom, you're out. Can't believe I'm doing this. Bitter Blossom, get out of here. Gotta make room for our Dark Imposter. Christ. Okay, I think we've literally got every vampire in the cube here. Plus 2 Lilianas. But this has got to be close to every vampire in the cube, right? Literally 14 vampires. Oh, there's none in this pack, was there? Yeah, whatever. Has to be humans. I'm not sure how vampires actually work lore-wise in Magic. If they infect people, like if they turn people into vampires, shouldn't these all be human vampires? Or do you make like a full transition to vampire? Anyway. Hippie spec, solid as it is. It's not a vampire. Get out of here. Tomb, no sir. I guess someone either took or I just missed the Stormcard Captain. Unless they didn't put him in the cube. Which if they didn't do is ridiculous. But I thought I saw him in previous drafts. I doubt anyone else cut it from us, like, but maybe? Valakut. Sure. Get the combo going. How many mountains do we want in this deck? We've already got 3 fixing lands, so it's just not a problem, really, how many we want. You know, we can afford to put 5 mountains in. Guys. Alright, do we want this more than this? Actually, probably. Do we want it more than this Liliana? Yeah, get out of there, lady. You're not a vampire. I'm keeping the 3 mana one, though. She's really good. Alright. Badlands, Dragon Skull Summit. And Sulphur Springs. And if I chuck in 5 mountains, don't I still have like a million swamps? Yeah, look. If I chuck in 5 mountains, I still have 13 black sources, and I also have 8 red sources. Or 12 black sources and 8 red sources. That's pretty solid. Alright guys, we did it. We have drafted the best possible dragon deck. We're leaving some notable stuff on the sideboard. Like... but... If you're gonna go vampires, you gotta do it right. So let's see how this performs. Round 1. We cannot keep this hand, obviously, so we're gonna have to go down to 6. A little better. I think we have to stick it and hope we draw some lands. If we don't, we're gonna be in terrible, terrible shape. But I don't think our deck is too good on 5 cards, to be honest. I don't think it mulligans very well. We have a while to hit some lands. To get our 3-mana 2/2 down. Ugh. Cool. Good start. Good start. Pardon me. Hope our opponent doesn't think we're too terrible for drafting mono vampires. He has gone for Baleful Strix. So we'll have to try that at some point, I think. We hit Vampire Nocturnus. Cool. Alright. I'm on board. I'm on board. Alright. We got sick tech against control decks, because all of our cards are so bad they're gonna let them resolve. Like, what? How does it? Well, why would he counter this? Really? Would you even bother? I guess for the scry, that's okay. The only other thing I was thinking was maybe Remand. Remand would be okay there, just to get the card draw out. And Condescend is similar, and then let some scry too. I don't know why I bothered doing it for the extra mana. I could have left up. I mean, nothing, but. So not off to a great start against this Bug or Sultai deck. We have kind of drawn... We did mulligan, we have kind of drawn the latter end of our curve. We've been lucky in that we drew our triple black for our Nocturnus and stuff, but it's not gone amazingly. Okay. Doesn't really matter anymore. Hiya! Really? Are you going to counter this too? It's a 3/3. It's a 4-mana. I'm playing a Hill Giant. Cool. It's not even a black card. Awesome. Play this next turn. That's something. This even buffs your opponent's god. Jeez. Okay. Attack me? Wow, that's aggressive. What if this is a black card? And by this I mean the card after this. If the next thing is a black card, we can cast our Necropolis Regent. Oh, it'll be turn 5. We can't cast a Regent yet. Huh. Awesome. I guess we just leave up Char. Oh, here it goes, here it goes, here it goes again. Ah, here it goes again. I should have known, should have known, should have known again. Ah, here it goes again. Ah, here it. Don't kill this, please. There's a million things you could have to kill it. Sick. Alright, cool. Go ahead. Hopefully he overextends a little bit, leaving this back to block. Hopefully... Oh, stop it. Cryptic, maybe? Murderous Cut. That sucks. Alright. Guess we're playing the Regent next turn. 6-5 flying. Hits them, becomes a 12-5. That's pretty solid. So we might have to char this. I'm going to let him hit us with it. It's only 1 extra damage to see if he plays something more suited to being charred. Okay. He knows what we're drawing, by the way. So, pow. Okay. I guess I'm going to go for this. What? Why am I... Why do I have a... What? Okay. Cast on my second main phase. I guess that's fine. It's a good thing it wasn't an aristocrat, but I would have wanted to attack with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're open to 4 spike or whatever, but we're also open to whatever this is. Remand? Mana leak. God damn it. No, I'd love to, but I can't. I don't fancy our chances in this game if he keeps doing that. Is he gonna drain us? Yeah. Or just hurt us, I guess. I guess this 6 mana 3/3 flyer really is not that inspiring. It's pretty solid with this, because it makes other black vampires. And then that buffs them, and then they're also 3/3 flyers. And now you're cooking with gas, but by itself is really not something I'm very interested in. Alright. Ah. Cool. Ah. Cool. Go. I shouldn't have 6. I might want to use my Hex Mage. I almost certainly won't, but I might. Stop it. What's this? What's this? Into the Royal. Oh, alright. Oh, there's definitely a Jace the Mind Sculptor in our future. I'm certain of it. Or some sort of Planeswalker. It's the only thing Hex Mage is any good for. He's gonna kill us with this. 1, 2. No, he's only got 2 more. But I'm assuming he's gonna get more instant sorceries in there. He's just gonna kill us with this thing. I mean, hopefully we'll kill him before then, but it's by no means guaranteed. What's this? Treachery. Christ. Well, Black-Red famously completely unable to answer that. Ugh. This is so miserable. Vampires, why are you failing me? I think we're just boned here at this point. What are we drawing? Fucking great. Okay, I guess we play the big dude. He can at least... He can't even block this because he buffs it. Ugh. Stupid card. My opponent just needs to make vampires now. I've just made all the vampires 3/3 by casting that, but I don't see what else we could do. The Interloper and the Hex Mage don't do anything. I guess we could ultimate price our own Bloodline Keeper after he's made, 8 tokens with it, but I think by that point we're losing that game. He's got a mana leaking into the wall here to drain us down to 6. Can't block this. I mean, we're not chumping it. To this deck, to the Vampire's credit, his deck does seem pretty good. So I wouldn't use this necessarily as a fair test of the Vampire deck's power. His deck is pretty solid. This card is unbelievable. Just insane. Sure. Really? I guess I can just make tokens, doesn't need to do anything else. Can't even block. Ugh. Zapdos make it fire. Haha! Screw you! Haha! You gotta take the small victories, guys. Each attack, I think we have to kind of concede. Yeah, I mean, we can jump and go to 3, and then he'd only take us to 1, but it's kind of all. Oh no, it doesn't have anything left. But look, it's all she wrote, guys. We're done. We're done. Okay. Sideboarding. What do we want to sideboard? Nothing, because our deck is perfect. Here we go. Hashtag no looking back. How can you improve that which is perfect? Alright. We'd love to play first. That was the problem last time. We didn't get to go first. Much better hand, but still not great. Definitely keepable though. Lacking in black mana, considering some of our deck, but yeah, what do you want? Would love to Stormcrook Noble on turn 1, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Buddy, where are you? Late for duty much. Jeez. If he doesn't cast something here, now we could get him. We could get Mana Leak, but if we don't, this gets 2+1/+1 counters from our Ricochet. Mana Leak. Ah, brutal, brutal. Yeah, whatever. Nope. This guy's getting up there though. Here we go. Stormcrook Noble. Coming to 2/2. What you gonna do now? We need a swamp for this at some point. Okay. Cool. Attack here, leave up Searing Spear. Searing Spear hopefully letting us get our Stormcrook Noble in, which activates the Bloodthirst on this, and then we're kind of in business. However, if there's a Treachery incoming, we're boned. Don't do it. Alright. Is there an Upheaval incoming? That would also be bad. Okay. 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 Huh? Poke you? Okay. Alright. I'm so nervous. There's no way this resolves, but I mean, what else are we doing? Go! Yeah. Well, at least that means I was going to say Bloodheaval. At least that means Upheaval isn't incoming too soon, because he wouldn't bother doing that if it was, I don't think. He can make 6, 10 mana. If there's an Eldrazi incoming, we're in bad shape too. I shouldn't have said that, should I? Is this a Kozilek? Yeah. We can ultimate price that, can't we? Or go for the throat? One of them work. Which one? Haha! Success. Hey. 4 and 3 is 7, and 4 is... It's not even enough. Oh. Go. If we take 12 and sack our lands, tapping them in response, and searing, spearing, and charring him for 7, maybe we can somehow kill him? Otherwise, this is going to be a short match. Turn 5 Kozilek is a pretty big deal. Opponent also drew a million cards, by the way. Obvo. Okay, well, let's tap all of our lands in response. Let's try and burn them out, maybe? Four? What do I do? Ow. Take 12. What you got? That's just rubbing it in at this point. Alright, well. Our deck's pretty amazing, we just didn't quite get there that time. So hopefully we'll run a little better in round 2. Alrighty, round 2. We would love to play first. Ugh, can't keep a 1-lander, I'm afraid. Sure, much better. 3-drop, 4-drop. What more could you ask for? Snap keep. Whoops. Swamp go. If our opponent doesn't do anything, we're in good shape. In all honesty, this deck might be okay against like a green-white mid-range sort of thing. Blue-white, presumably control, is not going to be a good matchup for us, though, I don't think. 3, 4, 5, sure. She'll drain for 3 when we cast her. And we're getting there on this dude. Cool. Force spike? Cool. I am gonna make it through this, yeah, if it kills me. Mirroring Crusader, that's awkward unless we get... Oh, we get attack with this, don't we? Yeah, we probably do, actually. This is pretty insane. Like, if we cast this now, this thing next turn, we drain for 3, hit him for 5 again. Hang on, I should be careful with this. We want this thing to keep it destroyed. Ugh, that's a problem. Not gonna lie, that's pretty annoying. Could have sacrificed turn response. That wouldn't have done much good, to be honest, though. No blocks. This makes me want to cast the Nocturnus instead and hope we hit a black card, to be honest. Cool. Black card. Hopefully ultimate price or something. Swamp is no good to us, I'm afraid. We are going to have to say go here. This guy gives this thing -1/-1, which makes it much less scary, which is nice. His effect doesn't target or anything, so its protection doesn't do anything there. This thing's pro-white, means we can blank this. No, sorry, we can't blank it. We can't block it either. But it means it's going to be difficult for him to remove. Stop it. Oh, that's a problem. We have to try and erase that now. Fortunately, that's not impossible. If we get hit flip black card here and get this in the air, we hit him pretty hard. Come on, black card. Sick. Can we kill him? No, not quite. Certainly close though. Plus, this means the tokens die on as soon as they enter the battlefield, which is nice. Now, if we can just survive this next turn, casting our Blood Witch will kill our opponent. So we did good there. Now, if he Wraths, we won't obviously win on the spot, but that's not... Well, we will, because we'll get our Falcon Wrath Aristocrat back. D-Sphere, targeting what? That thing? Okay. Are you going to kill us this turn? I still don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, you might actually kill us. I think this might be lethal. This is in fact lethal, isn't it? Yeah. Right? Yeah, it totally is. Damn it! We were so close. Ugh. We actually got close there, like, oh no. We actually almost had it. That's so annoying. Like, there was no way we don't attack. Like, I know if he removes a thing, we're just dead, but the only way we win there is because we get in for so much. Like, he's got a long-term much better plan than we do with his Hero Blade hold. So if we leave back 2 blockers, we only get in for what, like 6? And then he would have an extra 4 life. He would have been on 7, so he wouldn't have been able to drain for lethal. We would have drained down to 3. Maybe that was a little overzealous of me. Maybe I could have played that a little more conservatively. Jeez, today is not our day. Ugh. Can I really keep a 5-lander on the play? I guess. That might have been an easy mulligan. We might have punted pretty hard here, but I just don't think we can afford to go to 5. Like, I think, like, oh. Our deck has so many expensive spells that going to 5 is just essentially not an option. At least you have this to try stem the tide a little. Gas. Cool. That's an excellent draw. That is a 1-card engine. That is exactly what we need in this situation. Get out of here, mate. No siree. Pop, pop. Bye-bye. 3-drop. I'll take it. Now, if the Bloodline Keeper goes unanswered, which is by no means a given, but it's certainly possible, if it goes unanswered for any reasonable period of time, we can pick up a win with it, unless this is a Mirran Crusader. Okay, Spellscat's fine. Cool. No Force Spike, please. F6. I'm plugging my ears with my fingers. Come on. Resolves. Yeah! We're in with a shot. Don't immediately Detention Seer or Fiend Hunter this. Don't do it. Don't. Oh. That's fine. Flicker Wisp is fine. That's just you just casting it as a flyer. Why would you... What? Did you not flicker a land? Alright. Nice, nice. Go. We're getting somewhere this time. Okay. I hate you. I know this isn't his fault, that this is the problem, but I hate it. Like, there's nothing Black Red can ever do about that. Really, is there? I don't think so. Well, we block and trade here and drain him. It's not the end of the world. He might just not attack. He's attacking. That seems alright to me. Dun 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 dun. Gas! Come on, huh? Awesome. That's annoying because that would have killed his Flicker Wisp upon entry, but whatever. Please don't get countered. Huh. This card isn't even amazing. It's a 4-mana 3/3 flyer. Like, that's not bad, but that's our Highborn get in too, which is nice. I think we might actually be able to beat this deck. He's got like a blue-white tempo weenies thing going. It's not control, I don't think. It's Precinct Captain and Flicker Wisp are not those kinds of cards. Stop it. Oh, we need to remove for that pretty sharpish. Fortunately, ultimate price and ultimate price is gone, but Go for the Throat is non-artifact creature, so he can't redirect Spellskite to it because Spellskite is not a legal target, which is nice. Now we can't char it because he can redirect it to Spellskite, but we got a couple of cards in our deck that are pro-white. What's that big pro-white one? Oh, that's a problem. Ugh, this is so terrible. Baneslayer is so good. Why does white get so much better cards than black? Like, look at this piece of shit compared to this. Yeah, this is one of the best creatures ever printed, but whatever. Gas. That works eventually. All activated abilities. Doesn't even get this. It would have been so good if it got Flying for Strike, Lifelink, blah 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 blah, but it doesn't even get that. God damn. So over the course of 2 turns, we will be able to take down the Baneslayer with this thing. He can Spirit Helio this. That was stupid of me in that case. But Spirit Helio is always going to be around. I can't really do much about that. Okay. Drain you. It's a nice little bit of buying life there. Because we are living on borrowed time here against that Baneslayer. But if we can stick this Dark Imposter and have it hang around for a reasonable length of time, might actually be in okay shape. Yeah, the first shot's going to get directed to the Spellskite, but after that, we're taking down that Baneslayer and anything else he decides to play. Now, of course, if he just Fiend Hunters my Dark Imposter, we pretty much lose the game on the spot. Parallax Wave does a very similar thing. Yeah, that's terrible. Now, Go for the Throat's kind of our only hope, I think, since that can't be redirected to Spellskite. Or that big pro-white guy. Badlands is neither of the cards that I just said, so that's bad. Badlands, I should say. I mean, eventually we're going to get back our Imposter, but it's certainly going to be too late by then, I think. We have some time to draw Go for the Throat. Not an awful lot of time, though. What else would be useful? Any flyer to just buy us a little bit of time. Chumps. Gains us left with this. That's terrible. That makes us dead next turn, in fact. Stromkirk, no. Oh, Stromkirk, no, we can jump this, I guess. Then we gain a little bit of life. That's not nothing. It's pretty close to nothing, though. We were so close in game 1. How did it all go so wrong? We even drew pretty well considering I kept a 5-lander, which I'll admit was probably a mistake. This is not protecting from black, it's just dragons, yeah. Dragons and demons, yeah. Aha! God, Baneslayer is so fucking good. Now we need in the awkward position where we need to simultaneously draw Go for the Throat and something to block the Mirror Crusader, which I think is going to be difficult. I think we're going to have a hard time to doing that. And we draw Sulphur Springs. Alright, well. Didn't get there that time either. Hopefully the Dragon deck can you know, that wouldn't have been useful. That wouldn't have been great either. No, none of these are any good. No, no. Malachite Blood Witch would have been okay. There we go. Anyway, hopefully we can reclaim some pride in round 3. Alright, final round. Let's see if we can't turn this whole vampire-themed ship around, eh? Reasonable keep here. Probably going to cast the Dark Imposter first, because when it gets in, the Ricochet's effect grows it immediately, which is nice. Other than that, don't really have a plan. If this is a mana elf, we're in poor. Okay, that's good. What do you got? Come on, deck. What do you got for me? You got a Stagger Shock. That is a good card. I'm happy to pick that up. I'm not sad about that at all. Playing the Swamp first in case we draw the Vampire Hex Mage, obviously. One of the best cards in our deck, easily. Absolutely unbelievable. A real powerhouse in many, many formats. That's a friggin' problem, but that's okay. We can overcome that. Probably want to just kill this now, to be perfectly honest. Because casting my Go for the Throat during my opponent's turn is just going to get him another one of those tokens. So doing it now, leaving him a 1-1, that'll probably make a 2-2 now, but that's not the end of the world. That's probably what I want to do. Now I think I'm going to play the Ricochet, because I'm more likely to follow it up with Stagger Shock in this spot. Vindicate, destroy my mountain, that's mean. Wow, that's mean. Jeez, mountain off the top, please. Char, oh god, this, oh, that was awful. That was terrible, it was a disaster. No activated abilities yet for our Dark Imposter to steal. We're quite a ways away from being able to activate it, but our opponent's not really putting huge pressure on us just yet. I have a sinking feeling that's about to change, though. With a Garruk Wildspeaker, that is a problem. In any of the modes that it could be used, that is a problem. Minus it, which means if we draw Swamp here, we can just pop this off to kill Garruk, but it's going to have a limited use after that. If we draw Mountain, I mean. Ugh, Captain Vampire not going to quite get there for us, I don't think. I'm going to drop the Dark Imposter, although it doesn't really matter. I can feel this game getting away from us pretty quick. Our opponent goes up to 6, possibly 7 mana this turn, with Garruk's plus. It is indeed 7. If that's something like an Avenger of Zendikar, which I believe is still in the cube, we're just boned, obviously. Wall of Blossoms, not the end of the world, but certainly not amazing for us. Make his Elemental for 3/3, which is problematic. Our Stagger Shock now doesn't do anything at all, really, especially if he pluses that Garruk. Nope, he's going to go straight for the Mice to make another beastie. That's okay, I guess. Man, that Vindicate was brutal. Aye. This is terrible. This is just a disaster. Okay. That Vindicate was exceptionally brutal, though. That was... It is raining really hard here. Ah. That was, yeah, that set us back a fair notch. Library is not great for us. This is just minus Garruk to make another beast. If that's the case, he paid 4 mana for 9 power spread across 3 creatures. That's a pretty good deal, and I wouldn't blame him for doing that. Try just close out the game. It does leave him a little bit soft if we were to draw like Damnation, which isn't in our deck, but if I was him, I'd probably rather keep the Garruk around and leave back some stuff to block to protect it. There's no reason to risk it. He's got this game pretty well locked down. I'm playing for our opponent now. He's got this game pretty well locked down. The only way we lose is... Oh, God. Oh, that's bad. Now, the only way this goes anywhere reasonable for us... Gonna trade this for Beast. Is if we... Because we're dead if we didn't do that. Is if we draw a land for this Blood Witch. And then I don't think we're necessarily straight dead. We might be, though. I'm not entirely sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blood Witch trains us back up to 4. He blocks that. He trains for that. Yeah. So we're not dead now. That's something. Char is pretty much offline, though. It's a hell of a card. That blocks over 2. It's a hell of a card. Our opponent gets to sculpt his hand here a little bit of hand selection, or a little bit of card selection. If he gets a black removal spell that can hit our Malakir Blood Witch, there's not a lot that can do that. I mean, Dismember would work, but not a whole ton of them. He decided to pay life to keep something in hand. That's kind of scary. But if he can remove the Blood Witch, or indeed if he can remove this even, yeah, if you can remove this, we're just dead. So because obviously this has pro white, but this doesn't. So any white removal spell is going to be curtains for us in this situation. It's going to be close to curtains no matter what, really. If you minus this to make another beast, this no longer profitable. Oh no, sorry, it does. It's a 5/5 because of this. Sakura Tribelder, that's not good for us. Now it's going to be a 6/6 if you minus this Garrick, which I have to assume he's going to. Just continue to Ninja Turtle. Yeah, if you minus this, we can block this without dying, but yeah, we can't do much else. We can go to 1 here if we block this and trade here, but I think I've seen enough. Alright, how do we sideboard? Our deck's been pretty amazing. We're essentially undefeated, so I don't know what we could bring in to improve it, really. I think we give the Vampires one last shot at victory here. If I can win a single game, I'll be happy. But 0-2, 0-2, 0-2 is not a record I'm a fan of. I suspected that Vampires were better than people thought, and I admit I went a little hard. Like, I'm not playing the Bitter Blossom or anything. And there's obviously better cards I could have picked throughout the draft that weren't Vampires, but I wanted to give true, genuine Vampire Tribal a shot, and it has stabbed me in the back and twisted the knife, so let's see if we can salvage it. This is definitely good. 2-drop, 3-drop with the kicker on this. That's sick. Ah, sick. That's okay. We get to play some 2/2s. I'm excited about playing 2/2s. That's what this deck has gotten me to. God. But like, we picked up, I would say, all of the Vampire Tribal cards, just about. So I would have thought they'd come together to like a reasonable deck at the very least. And it looks reasonable on paper, but playing it is just an exercise in futility. I've given up the bid at this point. This is a pile of crap. Like, play a creature so I can make you sack it, please. Ugh, that sucks. That's really annoying. I'm just going to cast my Stagger Shock here, I think. Targeting him, because I get nothing out of my Gatekeeper as long as that Tribelder's on the battlefield, so probably should have left that up. There was no real reason to do that there. That was really dumb. It's an instant, Dennis. Get your shit together. Anyway, coming in with the Highborn. The Stagger Shock on my upkeep was almost certainly going to just target that. Oh, he's jumping. Well, he's sacking it, I guess. Fine, that's good. The way is likely to be clear next turn, especially with our Gatekeeper of Malakir coming in. He could dump some tokens, that's not unreasonable. But if he plays a Garrick here, Stagger Shock is going to pop off the Garrick, and the Gatekeeper is going to pop off the Beastie. So, just figure. Alright, we don't get to pay for it, but that's no big deal. Hopefully he still plays a creature for my Gatekeeper. Shock yourself for it. No. Play a creature. Come on, you can't just pass the turn with no. God damn it. I guess he doesn't want to play into the rebound off this. That's fine. I'm not playing Gatekeeper of Malakir for no value. So we're just going to be passing with Incinerate up here, I think. I assume there's a Divining Top in our future. There it is. Just going to F6, let him tussle with that. Okay. What do you got for me? Just one game. All I want is one game. You know, that would validate the Vampires in my eyes. Wall of Blossoms, that is a frustrating card against Gatekeeper of Malakir. He's already got his value out of it, and his 0-4 is a happy target for sacking, I'd imagine. Please for something else that I can reasonably incinerate. No, You jerk. Alright, well, that's always going to be there, so I'm going to... Oh, Christ. I'm going to make him sack it. Have Incinerate up as well, but... Aha! His deck seems pretty well set up for the old Gatekeeper of Malakir, huh? He's sculpting his draws, but he's not really doing an awful lot of much. Sorry, I have to imagine though, now that he's going to have 6 mana, we're in deep doo-doo. We could have in theory waited for like the Stoke Flames or something to kill the Wall of Blossoms and then force his hand with the Gatekeeper of Malakir, but I feel like this is about as good as it's going to get. Ugh. Alright, I'm just going to cast it in response now. I suppose I'll do it to the Sync Collector itself, won't I? Yeah. Let that hit the table and let the trigger go on the stack, and then we'll pop that out. Dun 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 dun. Aha! You can't servitude that back now because it's exiled, you jerk. I thought it went exiled. Oh, I was thinking Pillar Flame. No, I got Incinerate wrong. It's a better card than I thought it was. Pass? Hey! Gas! Hey! Oh, well, shouldn't be that excited, but I'll take it. We're a long way away from activating this thing. God, this requires such a ridiculous amount of setup to do anything. It's just miserable. Yeah, I guess bash you. If we draw like our Nocturnus and, you know, chain some black cards, we could really pretty reasonably take him down here. Same with if we draw like some of the other big flyers, like the big one, the 6 mana 3/3 that gives them all +1/+1. That'd be pretty good. It wouldn't even be amazing though. Our opponent's going up to what? 8 mana now? 7 mana? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've briefly completely forgot how to count. It's gone up to 7 mana now, which is grim for us. We've only drawn 7 of our lands. There's still 10 of them left in there. Got about a 33% chance, a little bit less, I'd say 30% chance to hit a land, which is just miserable for us on this board. We got a 3/3 and a 2/2. This deck really is very low impact, even when you've got synergy going. I just Maelstrom Pulse my cat. Alright. Alright. You got it. Gas. Hey, that's the one I wanted. And that does actually work super well, because it makes my guy 3/3, and if his guy wants to chump, the thing will die immediately. So, that is pretty good. He knows that I have this in my hands. I might as well keep it in my hand in case he forgot, I guess, but that seems unlikely. Yeah, Voice of Resurgence is definitely a lot worse on this board. Our opponent's drawing really poorly, considering he's divining topping every turn. But yeah, now if we hit Nocturnus, we hit him for 10. And if he lets this through, that would in fact be lethal. That is if we hit Vampire Nocturnus and we flip a black card off the top of our library. Jumping, your thing dies immediately. Does he know that? Yeah, there you go. This thing enters the battlefield, is a 1/1, and then as a state-based action, vanishes. Chump it, go on, chump it. Chump it. Chump it. Chump it, you know you want to. Yeah! Do it. Ah, enjoy your token. Bye-bye. I sense a wrath. Or just a 4/4, for Christ's sake. I sense a 4/4. This is what we've gotten ourselves into. Where a 4/4 just stone wrecks us in this position. You gonna shock yourself for that? No. Okay, it means he just drew that. I see him. Although he's been using his divining top, so. What's he doing? Is he just super bricking? He doesn't seem to be doing anything. Ow, I clicked my ankle really hard. Like, what's he done? Played a Tribe Elder and Wall Blossoms. Disfigured my Highborn, right? Tried to Sin Collector. I incinerated it. Maelstrom Pulsed my Captain Empire. And then he's just been doing a whole lot of nothing. That's not going to do much for you. Although we do buff it for you, so you're welcome. That's nice. That's real nice. It does shrink from this friggin' thing. Look at that synergy. Look at my 3-mana 1/1. Stupid friggin'. Oh, I hate it. I think it's super good here, but I hate it. If he lets this through, he's in bad shape now. Couldn't he have leveled this up again if he'd tapped his mana differently? He could have, couldn't he? Oh, he would have had to shock himself, I suppose. Whew, that's risky, buddy. -2/2 or no. That's grim for you. We might have a victory here. Like, there's cards off the top that can just win it for us. Essentially, you know, Char and stuff like that. They don't quite win it, but they're near enough to win it. Come on. Can we get there? This thing is such a friggin' nombo, man. Considering the vampires are black-red in this. Jeez. He's thinking. Thinking's good for us. Where does top go? Did he sack it? Or something? Did I miss something? Oh, yeah, put it on top of his deck. Okay, cool. Alright, what are you killing? I guess this. Yeah, he blocks taps. That's pretty bad for us. We need help. Help me. That's pretty good. Kind of. Not really. This just kills it all the time. Begin combat. Declare attackers. Huh? Maybe he'll forget. I don't want to attack with these because there's no need to get them eaten. Yeah, there you go. Okay. This puts him in an awkward spot because this does. Because to stop us getting a token out of it, he has to kill it before our upkeep, which means he can't block with his assassin. Which puts him in, I mean, not bad, but okay, but certainly reasonably a bad shape. Now he does have 1 million mana and 4 cards in hand, so he could have any number of things that throw a real spanner in the works here, but okay, he's going to pop it off now, that makes sense. Now all he has to have is a creature, really, and we're kind of boned. Like, our deck came together and we're still struggling to deal the last 6 damage. Our opponent didn't do really very much at all for quite a while. Turn 9, like. Stop it. Diabolic started targeting what? Voice of Resurgence? Well, I'm thinking the Sin Collector, isn't it? Wall Blossoms is all bad for me. Yeah. I assume Voice, right? Voice is sick with that because once it dies, you get a token. Now we kill him if we draw Char, unless he casts another creature, right? Because we attack with both and char him. That'd be good. Whatever. The Vampire Nocturnus should also win us, assuming we hit a black card. Char! Oh! Exactly lethal. Come on. Can we get the 1 kill? Just 1 kill. That's all I'm asking for. 1 kill. Please. 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 Come on. Trade for the Ricochet, take 3 and let me char you. Come on. Come on. This is it. This is it. This is the validation. The pride kill. Come on. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, come on. Let me see the 3. That's a 3. That's a 3. Yeah. Come on. I don't know what it could possibly have, but come on. Come on. Yes! We got it. We got there. We could win the match. We could go 1-2. That's the dream, guys. That's it. Here we go. No changes. Vampire deck never loses. Here we go. All right. 1 and 2. This is it. I don't want the consolation 4 phantom points, whatever the hell it is. I want my whatever the other amount is. 8, I guess. All right. What do we got? Sick draws. All right. Got sick tech against this Garrick. Got oh yeah, it's beautiful. Awesome. Marsh flats. More like harsh flats because you took damage. Showed him. All right, come on. I'm excited now. I got Bloodthirst. Beautiful. We can almost cast that. Amazing. I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 points of burn in our hand, so if we can get a couple of early beats in, we might be able to close this out. And with our hand the way it is, that looks pretty reasonable. Polluted Delta, awesome. Pay more life. Yes, please. That is what I want. Shock yourself. Oh, yes. That was my phone, sorry. Yes, I love seeing that. What do you got? What's the 2 drops? A Curse Tribe Elder? Voice of Resurgence. That's annoying. But not the end of the world at all, because my guy has first... Oh, yeah. Now you're talking. My guy's first strike. Biatch. Let's do this. Let's do it. I said do it, do it, do it. And I'm here. I'm there. I'm Big Bad Stran, I guess. I don't know. I'm everywhere. Guys, I'm so excited to win a match. If we don't, I'm going to be distraught, but we won a game. I think that proves the deck is 100% viable, maybe even modern playable. What do you got? Maelstrom Pulse? Vindicate? Birth? Uh-oh. That's a problem. Can't activate it, though, so you're boned, buddy. Alright, I'm going to attack first. See what happens. You could block here, it's not unreasonable. If he does, I'm probably going to stagger shock the token. Come on, block. Jumping at your token. Yes, cool. My guy's first strike, right? Yeah. Okay. Gonna stagger shock on our turn for no reason. I suppose there's no reason to do that. Might as well leave it up. I guess the reason is that I don't want him to pod this away for a 1-drop, but I don't know what that 1-drop could possibly be, but I don't really particularly feel like finding out, so bye-bye. That is in a tough spot. He's discouraged from casting a small creature because we could just stagger shock it. Unless it's quite small and he can pod. I can't pod in response, obviously. It's sorcery speed only. He could cast a 3-drop and then pay 2 left to pod away for something bigger. But if he does that, he's on dangerously low after life total, considering we've got an additional 7 points of burn in our hand. Obviously, he doesn't know that, but if his turn is to activate that to get his voice back, we're in great shape. Gravecaller, can't block. Yeah, we're not going to be targeting that, buddy. We're targeting you with this. Zap. I probably just will be casting this Gatekeeper here for beats when... Oh, Lily's nice. Oh, it's not actually that nice. She's kind of the same as a Gatekeeper of Malakir in this spot. I'm going to cast the Gatekeeper. More as a beater than anything else. She gets in for 2, he goes to 10. This deals 7. So it's not unreasonable that we can just kill him pretty soon. Right? Especially with Lily. Like, that voice is going to be a pain, absolutely, but we also know that that's what he's drawing next turn. So I think I'd rather just get the body down here, take him to 10, and then try just fling creatures at him until we can burn him out eventually. Because if his next turn is to just play the voice, we can dump Lily, make him sack the token, make him sack the voice, leaving him with a 1/1 token. Even if his token's slightly bigger than that, we can always incinerate the other creature that he plays to shrink it. before blocks. That is assuming he's going to play another creature. He could pot it away here. Alright, he's not potting it away. So we're going to do what I said. We're going to play... Ooh, she's nice. She's very nice. We're going to play Lily. I think. Yeah, we're going to play Lily. Make him sack this, because that gives him bad blocks all around. If he wants to draw that voice again, that is fine by me. Attack, attack. It's not unreasonable for him to take this and kill my Liliana. Not unreasonable at all. From his point of view. From our point of view, he will die if he does that. Is he really getting the voice back again? Okay. It's just been pretty special to not die here. I'm gonna even like in the event of this, in case this doesn't work out, I'm gonna incinerate with the voice on the stack. I think because I really don't need him getting another one of these. That wouldn't be great for us. He probably should attack here though, which leaves him with only one blocker again. I imagine. Yeah. Bye bye Lily. That's fine by me. Now, any life gain here is a real kick in the teeth for us. Unless it's one life. One life's actually okay. Okay. In response, zap you. She is also lethal in this case, actually. If we draw a land, I'm going to try to cast her first, because we can convoke then. No, we can't, because we need to tap a red source. Wouldn't we? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Draw. Swamp. I'm going to attack with both. Maybe just the... No, I'll attack with both, because if he takes this, there's no way he's not dead, right? I'm doing this to encourage, but like I can't think of anything he could possibly have here that wouldn't result in us just winning the game. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to go for it. If we play this and he kills them both in response, we don't win, so I'm just going to go for the Stoke. Got there! We won a match! Oh, amazing. The Vampire deck is officially unbeatable. The greatest deck ever put in a cube, and I will never be drafting anything ever again. I'm going all vampires all the way from here on out. I've been Dennis. Thank you for watching me get there with my sick 3-0 with the Vampire deck. Beautiful, as you can see. Everyone who's whining about it being in the queue is wrong. It is, in fact, overpowered. I think it should be removed for that reason, rather than it being shitty. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.